appreciate you back for another episode of Debate from the Great State. This is episode 12. And if you fuck with us, please hit the bell. If you don't fuck with us and you just not getting on to us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this episode, and please share this on your page and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I am Chris. The homie down here is my boy Ant. The dude over here, or I should say over here, is my boy Roy. And how has y'all's weekends been this weekend, homies?
Man, getting through this turkey day, bro. It's fat, full. I know good and well I gained about like 3 pounds in it. But it's all right.
Three
Good old cooking.
pounds. You know, more than 3 pounds, man.
Hey, don't worry about how I lie. But gained something. I told the truth that I gained something.
You didn't did like the rest of the people, man. You didn't uncalibrated your scale.
Hey, look, we all
I threw that bitch out. I threw that bitch out after Halloween.
hey, we only at Friday. You ain't gonna know what the truth is until Sunday morning. That's when you really gonna start looking at that scale.
Yeah. But shoot, man. Me, man. I had I was gone last episode. Had to take care of some business. You know what I mean? So I'm back. Everything went well. Everything like that or whatever. So still recovering from, coming off of that whole ordeal that went down and all that kind of stuff, but everything all good. Back to be glad to be back, on the debate from the great state. I know we had partner RJ filling in for me last week or whatever. He held it down. So I appreciate that, man. But
I will
just
say this, man. We had a round of good news from last week. RJ got some good news.
yeah.
They talk about some link a little bit later. But also, Roy was gone last week. But there was a reason he was gone. But he's back now, so that's a good indicator that he got some really good news this week. So I say this has been a really great week for Debate from the Great State because all of the homies and all of the associate homies had really made true gains this week. And again, I want to shout out to the homeboy RJ for stepping up and filling in and really, stepping up in what he got going on this week. And again, Roy, shouts out to you, man, because you know what I'm saying. This is a big win for you this week, OG. I don't want to get into the details of it, but it's a big
right. But you know what though, I think later on, man, once a little time go by, whatever, you know what I mean. I think we probably should do some type of topic about the situation or whatever that I was in or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So I think it'd be beneficial to spread a little bit more, awareness and how to navigate and move through the turbulence of dealing with the BS that I've been dealing with these past almost 2 years. So, I just, I just appreciate, you know what I'm saying, y'all holding me down through everything, you know what I'm saying? And, it's just a blessing, man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, that's what we're here for, man. Trill, baby. Hey, always watch out for the homies, bro. And also on that too, don't say I want to take your thunders, bro, but also old Sleepy Joe, the sleepy motherfucker that fell asleep on us in episode 4 or 5, our first guest.
Yeah.
His monkey ass fucked around and got a promotion as well too. So congrats, my boy Jarrell from Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah. So hey, good news around everybody, man. Also, hey, I'm a new father to a puppy. That's right. I ain't in these streets quite that deep, but we got a new puppy too. So hey.
Say Ant got a new addition to the family in canine form.
Yeah. Back to the kibbles and shit.
Hey, homies, the way we normally open up the show, what are y'all sipping on over there?
Well, since it was a good week for me, this past couple of this past week or whatever, I started out doing a little celebrating, but that's what
Hey.
That's what I got. That's what I got left of it. So this what I'm on, man. Try to
That's the
hey.
Try to knock this out.
You got one of these to match? You got one of these to match, dog?
Nah, I
ain't
got me an old wood tip. I ain't got me a wood tip.
You got to do it for Uncle Shay one time, man.
I know. I don't know Uncle Shay. I don't know if Uncle Shay freaking his though. I don't know if he freaking his black.
Hey, Roy, Uncle Shay all the way with the shits.
Hey,
Uncle Shay be freaking the black with it.
Hey, he got a Uncle Shay scalp. Especially after the damn Cowboys yesterday. I know he was scale. You got those.
Time be fatty.
Scale. Hey,
what you sipping on down there, OG?
Man, I fucked around, found something brand spanking new. Apparently, man, I'm on this shit called Fistful of Bourbon.
Jesus,
this shit here is some 45% shit, and it's a fistful, and it is oddly, if you read the bottle, you'd be like, hell, I ain't drinking this gas. But I took a shot of this shit earlier today. It's smooth.
And can I ask you one?
So we may be in some trouble by the end of this show.
And OG, I was about to ask you, OG, can I ask you this? Are we gonna be able to make it all the way through the podcast, all the way through this episode?
Yeah, rabble. We're gonna find out. We'll fuck around and find out, as the young kids say nowadays.
Hey, so let us open it up the way we traditionally open it up here at Debate from the Great State. I wanna do this. 2020 is coming to an end. Rut had got some really great news. Your boy great news, and our boy RJ had really got some really great news. And I just want to toast it up to that. Everybody who deserved to win this year, even though it was a crazy ass rough year, won. And I just want to shoot a toast to that. What y'all think about that?
I'm with that. Soon as you tell what you toasting with, though.
Oh, I forgot to get mine. And you a tricky motherfucker, you a slick motherfucker.
Hey. Production got to keep you on point, baby.
I got the Deep Eddies. I was on Deep Eddies last week. I was fooling around with Ant. And I done tasted almost all of the flavors that Deep Eddies produced. They out of Austin, Texas. Go figure. We all Texans. Debate from the Great State. They make it Austin, Texas. But this flavor I'm on this week is Deep Eddies Lemon. And I don't know if you had the lemon flavor, but this probably is by far their best flavor. And I haven't tasted the orange yet, but I don't even want to taste the orange after this right here. So I'm on that Deep Eddies Lemon.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Okay.
All right, tap it up.
Cheers, gents. The good news.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right, homies, let's get straight into it. We all fans of Dave Chappelle here, right?
My man.
Yeah.
We all came up watching the Dave Chappelle show.
Five fingers to the face.
Dave Chappelle go through his crazy situation where he turned down that $50 million check from Comedy Central and decided to go on a sabbatical to Africa. And while everybody in the United States was looking at him like, nigga, you just turned down $50 million? We didn't understand why.
I want to did this old lady go to Africa with him?
That's a good question, OG. If she was a down ass chick. She was a down ass chick. If she did. But this week, I think we kind of get a good understanding of why Dave Chappelle turned down that 50 million and why he went to Africa a little bit. So, are you guys familiar with what's been going on with Dave Chappelle this week?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, we heard about it.
So, with Dave Chappelle, um, he decided he decided. Well, I won't say he decided. Comedy Central decided that they were going to broadcast the Dave Chappelle show and start streaming it to third source companies like HBO and other streaming platforms. Of course, Dave Chappelle signed all rights away to Comedy Central when he first signed the contract, which gave Comedy Central full authority to capitalize off of his content.
Off
Without,
his name, yeah. What's that word he used? Universal something?
I can't quite think of the term.
Yeah, I had to go back and watch
Yeah,
the thing on the Unforgiven thing.
yeah. But nonetheless, Netflix got caught up in it because Netflix had recently rolled out the Chappelle show on their streaming platform. Dave came out and stated, "I want all of my fans to boycott this show because I'm not getting paid for it." Netflix stood up and said, "You know what? We are in the Dave Chappelle business, not the Chappelle show business, not the Comedy Central business, but the Dave Chappelle business." And because Dave Chappelle is getting fucked over by Comedy Central, we don't want to contribute to him not getting properly compensated for his work. So we're going to pull this show from the platform. So literally, the Chappelle show was on Netflix for all of probably about 3 to 4 days. And then next thing you know, it ain't on there no more because they sued up Dave Chappelle. So I know you guys got some thoughts and some opinions on this. I'm going to play the video and then we're going to get deeper into them thoughts and opinions. Y'all cool with that?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's get it.
Chappelle's show is no longer on Netflix, and the comedian is asking fans not to watch the show. Here's why. A link has been sent to your friend's email address. A link has been posted to your Facebook feed. Comedian Dave Chappelle took a serious tone in his special, 846, about George Floyd, which aired on Netflix's YouTube comedy hub, Netflix as a Joke. USA Today. Dave Chappelle's comedy sketch series, Chappelle's Show, is no longer on Netflix. Chappelle revealed in a lengthy Instagram video Tuesday that he requested for his popular series to be removed from the streaming platform because he never got paid by Viacom CBS after walking away over creative differences in 2005. If you are expletive streaming that show, you are fencing stolen goods, Chappelle said in the 18-minute video titled Unforgiven. They stole that show from me. They just took it. Chappelle's Show, which originally premiered on Comedy Central in 2003, began streaming on Netflix on November 1st. HBO Max also acquired the streaming rights to the comedy sketch series, where it is still available to stream. I found out these people were streaming my work and never had to ask me or they never had to tell me, Chappelle continued. Perfectly legal because I signed the contract, but is that right? I didn't think so. Dave Chappelle speaks on George Floyd's death, protests in impactful Netflix, 846, special. Dave Chappelle's comedy sketch series, Chappelle's Show, is no longer on Netflix. Photo, Scott Roth, AP. The comedian said he voiced his frustrations to Netflix, telling executives that it makes me feel bad. Chappelle signed a deal with Netflix in 2016 for 5 stand-up specials that have been released on the platform, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Netflix agreed that they would take it off their platform just so I could feel better, Chappelle said. That's why I expletive with Netflix because they pay me my money. They do what they say they are going to do, and they went above and beyond what you could expect from a businessman. The comedian famously walked away from Chappelle's show and its $50 million payday at the height of the program's success in 2005, escaping to South Africa and spending the next 12 years away from TV. His Netflix deal marked a major return for the once reclusive star. On Tuesday, Chappelle pleaded with his fans to boycott Chappelle's show. People think I made a lot of money from Chappelle's show. When I left that show, I never got paid. Viacom CBS didn't have to pay me because I signed the contract, he said. Chappelle continued, I'm begging you, if you ever liked me, if you ever think there was anything worthwhile about me, I'm begging you, please don't watch that show. I'm not asking you to boycott any network, boycott me. Boycott Chappelle's show. Do not watch it unless they pay me. Let friends in your...
All right. Since we got the OG Big Roy S back in the house, I'll let you have the flow with this one, OG.
Yeah, man. So I was on Netflix and I seen it on there and whatnot. And I was like, dang, they got Chappelle show on Netflix now, whatever. But like on the Instagram thing titled Unforgiven that he did, at least that's why I seen it at on Instagram, called Unforgiven or whatever. He went into great detail about the whole process, him being 18, about how he had a joke stole from him before, and about how the older man that said he was gonna pay him $50 for it, or he could just take it. And creating a parallel to this situation, he signed that contract with Viacom or whatnot at a very young age, and the at the time, thinking that it was a good deal, but not necessarily thinking about where it could go, or how far he could go, with it, how big he could become with it or whatnot. And he had people in his corner, people that supposedly had been sitting at the table with him, that said it was a good deal, and ultimately it's not a good deal. It wasn't a good deal. You would think that he'd have got paid a lot of money from doing it, but in actuality he didn't. It's almost like the artist that gets signed with the major label, but yet they don't really make a lot of money off the being signed with them, because of all this extra stuff that's put into it or whatnot. So and I kind of wonder if that 50 million that Comedy Central, now I think it was Comedy Central then, that was trying to give him, was that kind of the retribution to him for it. But yet, what I mean, he walked away from it. I understand why. Excuse me. I understand why he walked away from it. I understand the reasoning and the logic behind it. We don't necessarily hear about this type of things happening to big stars and things like that. But this just goes to show you that, no matter who you are, where you come from, you know what I mean, you can basically get got by the system, or by the people surrounding you, that's telling you to do this and do that or whatever, and your advisors and things like that. And ultimately you always gotta bet on yourself, and the independent route is the route to be nowadays. You know what I mean? If Dave Chappelle was all the way independent with his thing, and I don't really know how television works, as far as if there's an actual independent route with doing television and shows like that. But just imagine, what we would be at if that route was taken by him. But at the end of the day, we talked quite a bit about people with contracts. Even I think we even talked about Megan Thee Stallion trying to get out of her contract with 5150 or whatever. So signing the contract, that's a legal binding thing. And I think at this point, the only way for him to get around it is to, if he will still wants to create, you know, some type of sketch comedy thing or whatnot, and for Viacom not to profit off of it, would be to change the name of the show and come up with a different type of content. And I really want to, you know, give Netflix kind of a big ups or whatever, because they didn't have to do what they did for him. You know what I mean? And Netflix, you know, just the Netflix seems to move like a different beast than all those other types of platforms and streaming things and stuff like that or whatnot. So I really, you know, applaud Netflix for siding with Dave Chappelle, not the Chappelle show, and doing it, you know, for him. You know what I mean? And I think in later down the line, I wouldn't put it past him that he creates something with Netflix, you know, under a different name in order to do it the right way this time. You know, he's like you said, I think he's 47 years old. He's learned a lot in the business, and I'm sure that that's probably the number one mistake or the number one regret that he probably has, was signing that deal with them at that young age and really not knowing the business the way he knows the business now. So, but I think he's went about this whole thing eloquently. I think he's went about it the way he did it. Um, he brought a lot of things to light, but I don't think he was actually, in my eyes, I don't think he was disrespectful to any of the other programs. He just basically said what it was, and you don't hear too many people saying, you know, boycott me, you know. So
Right.
I think that really says a lot about how he feels about his content, his artistry, and things like that. But
And before I pass it on to you, OG, and I think Roy hit the nail on the head. Dave definitely said he's not saying don't boycott HBO itself
mm-hmm,
as the vehicle, but boycott me and boycott my content and boycott my product in Chappelle Show. If HBO is showing you other content, continue to watch that content. But the moment that they start streaming Chappelle Show, I want you to boycott that. Boycott
now
me.
watch it.
Yeah,
Now
don't
watch it.
watch
Yeah.
me. After I'm done, however long they run my show, go back to watching HBO. But whoever's showing you Chappelle's show and I'm not getting paid for it, don't watch it on that platform. Watch whatever, watch everything. And Roy, I have to say that because Dave is not going in on the actual platform. He's
Right.
going in on his actual content.
Uh-huh.
The originators who fucked him over. I don't want to say fucked him over because he admitted to himself that he signed the contract. But I think the good business is after you've been in business with somebody for so long and you created a product that that has a lifetime of its own, a life expectancy of
Mm-hmm.
its own, longer than what you envision, even though it's not current, you would try to cut that individual in on a piece of that profit. And comedy is
Right.
not doing that.
You
And
do right. You do right by him. You do
right,
right by him.
right,
Called
And
royalties. That's
right.
what it's called, royalties.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Chappelle was like, man, just y'all gonna make some money off some old shit that we did, even though I signed this bad contract. Look, if I'm Dave Chappelle, and now I'm gonna pass this to you real quick. I gotta make this point. If I'm Dave Chappelle, I'm looking at this like this. I know I signed a bad contract, but y'all haven't been able to create anything as good as Chappelle Show since Chappelle Show. Yeah, y'all had Key and Peele and all that shit, but it's not Chappelle Show. The fact that now y'all can license Chappelle Show to HBO as a partnership deal and make money off of that, and then license Chappelle Show to like other streaming services and make money off of that, when you really can't do that with any other product that you've created, on the Comedy Central platform and y'all don't cut me in on it, I have a problem with that. And I agree with Dave. Like, yeah, you signed a bad contract, but at the end of the day, these niggas are trash. I mean, it's 2020 and they can't even create a product to keep their ship afloat without selling your old shit. So yeah, y'all niggas need to pay me at this point. You see what I'm saying? OGN, I pass the flow to you.
I agree with y'all, man. Full settlement on that, man. And like I said, it's royalties too. Like I say, I understand that a little bit more in music, how royalties roll than it does TV shows, but it should ideally work the same. And like you said, it was a bad contract. That's why I keep pushing hard. And it's been about 3 weeks straight, Chris. I've been on your ass behind reading shit, right? So people out there, man, if you start
interpretation, nigga. It ain't reading.
Reading. That includes interpretation, which I got going on.
If I put some lawyers, hey, look, if I put some lawyers on that shit, and they can poke holes through that motherfucker, I was right.
Hold on a sec. Hey, for those of y'all who just watching this show for the first time, y'all need to go back to like, what was that, like episode 8 or something?
Like two episodes ago.
Last week, about 3 episodes ago.
I'm talking about even the platinum plan thing we talked about that time.
Yeah, the platinum plan. Yeah, that's around like 8.
Eating that ass would agree with me.
That was about 8. That was about 8.
Light skin, dark skin, shit on that motherfucker.
Y'all gotta go back. Y'all gotta go back and watch that. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and y'all to see where what is what this little joke right here come into. But yeah, you gotta read, man.
So please read and understand. If anybody out there is in the industry, we know a lot of talented people that's out there doing their things, doing some come ups on their own, and they're getting to the point of expanding. And like I say, pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to read what you are signing. That is the key thing that kind of got Chappelle. Now, it's a whole other thing. Yeah, ask questions. Don't be sit there and be afraid. You understand what this little verb is saying? Don't let them blah that just mean yada yada yada. No. Get legit understanding and comprehension of what's going on. And it's also another thing to understand a first season contract with an episode. They're basically taking a gamble. So that contract may be some old BS contract. I get that, but still ask the questions, find out what's going on with it. And then it just so happened with the contract he had, the show that he produced through that trifling ass contract is a pretty fucking classic show. Like Chris said, you couldn't even do none. The only thing that come close to that Comedy Central credit was Reno 911. Nobody watched that shit no more.
All right.
I still catch it every now and then. I ain't gonna lie to you. I take a glance at that the dude with the little boy shorts, funny as hell. But other way. But seeing the success of this, you should think of. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it back to you real quick. But since you mentioned Reno 911 and Comedy Central, it's two different things, right? And it's a reason why Chappelle's show lasts the test of time by comparison to Reno 911. Reno 911 was funny as fuck. It really was. But when you look at Chappelle's show was funny as fuck, but it made you think about social issues.
Not only
it really made you think. Like the shit made you laugh, but it made you think. When you stopped laughing, it made you think. Reno 911 couldn't do that.
That's a fact. And also, too, you got to think about it. The reason why he left behind creative differences is because if you notice a thing about Comedy Central, they try to bring all these comedians that they have on there. They try to bring them all in as writers and shows. Chappelle did that Chappelle show with him. You got Charlie Murphy for input. He got his own team of input. So the differences was you ain't gonna sit here and have KMP come and write jokes for me on my damn show type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to I kind of get where Comedy Central's kind of going with it, like, hey, one in the fold, y'all in the fold type of deal. But all shows wasn't cut like that. Everything ain't made like that. So that's therefore, this is my shit. Let me do my shit. That made them go away from the 50 mil. And another prime example, how you seen how that was done with Comedy Central and the Boondocks. Actually, this is a Cartoon Network and our Adult Swim, whatever the fuck this one is. How they came around with the Boondocks. Aaron McGruder was in there doing his thing, and his contract, something funky with his contract. He wasn't able to keep his own creative shit. And you see that last season they had was some bullshit, right?
Right.
Dave was getting away with it. That's why he ran off. But to bring it all back though, I am with him 200% on. Hey, if y'all fuck with my show, I fuck with it. And another thing too that y'all said, both y'all said key points were Netflix is Netflix is Netflix. They do what the fuck Netflix want to do, and I applaud them for taking the show off on GP. You know what I'm saying? And my last little piece of thoughts on that statement is I understand every show, business is gonna be business. Business has to be business. However, though, how much morality we're gonna keep taking out of business and keep fucking people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start looking at you're in the business to make money, but you want to be in the business to make money the right way. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's a dog eat dog world type shit, but you know what I'm saying? That's eventually we got to get business out of that mindset of we got to fuck everybody we can, and it's all for us.
And let us
That's
not
why I'm finish off with that.
and let us not forget that Netflix was the company, was one of the first companies that said, in light of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, we are going to devote more of our marketing dollars to promoting Black content. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's what they did. And the fact that you see that they are stepping up and they are putting their money with, listen, man, niggas are showing up for Dave Chappelle exclusive content. Niggas are showing up for that. But you put Chappelle show on your platform, everybody's showing up for that.
Yep.
The fact that they said, nah, nigga, we rock with Chappelle, and the Chappelle feels like Comedy Central is fucking him over, we're not gonna continuously fuck Chappelle over because we're not in the business of the Chappelle show. We are in the business of Dave Chappelle himself.
But you know what though, and touched on something that I know we need to wrap up or whatever on this topic, but it made a good point about businesses, you know what I mean, making money the right way and not fucking over people and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, at this point, and it's the times that we in or whatever, like that's not the way businesses move. Businesses don't move off of the developed business relationships and things like that, because it's all about what you've done for me lately, the here and now, and you know what, somebody else gonna come in, they gonna sign another bad deal or whatever, and you know what I mean, it's gonna be whatever, we gonna get our money, and just the greediness and the greediness of the big businesses and things like that or whatnot, all that comes to the foresight, comes to the play or whatever when it comes to it. And I fully understand what Dave start talking about, like, yeah, I signed the contract, but is it right? Of course it's not right. They know it's not right. But because they're the business and they can legally hold you to something, that's what they're gonna do, because they eating off of Chappelle's show. Been eating off of Chappelle's show for a long time. So they not finna get that up. You know what I mean? And they don't care, they don't care about the business relationship with Dave Chappelle. And what it seems to me is, and this is why I say, I think that in the near future, in the near future, there will be some type of sketch comedy type thing done with Netflix, is because Netflix seems like they're not following the same mold as those other big businesses, television companies, streaming companies. They're doing their own thing and they're doing right by people. So they are in the business of developing business relationships. And I think that first started with him signing the deal with Netflix to do those comedy specials. I think that was the beginning of the business relationship. So, that's why I say I think something's going to come in the near future with Dave Chappelle with doing that or whatnot, or there's going to be more comedy specials and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But you can't expect those businesses to do that. Is it right? No, it's not right. They know it's not right. But the fact that, legally it is what it is, they're gonna stick to it and they're gonna hold you to it, and it'll never change. Now, because if they were in the business of building business relationships with Dave Chappelle, a business relationship with Dave Chappelle, they probably would have restructured that contract when they seen where it was going, but they didn't, because they knew they knew what they had by then, and they knew what the deal he had already signed. So like I said,
I'll say this: I think Netflix have definitely cornered the market in terms of online streaming services for content, original content. I'm not saying that they don't have competitors, because Amazon Prime is doing a damn good job. Hulu is doing a damn good job. But Netflix has done a damn good job of creating, as you stated, Roy, relationships with content creators, and not just relationships.
They the plank owners. Netflix is the plank owners.
Right.
But the whole streaming thing.
Right. But I'm saying not just relationship with content creators, but relationships with content creators who have an established base and platform like Dave Chappelle. Like, you couldn't do this deal with Dave Chappelle if this was Dave Chappelle of 1998, right, Nick?
Thanks.
Like, you could only do this if this was post 2005 Dave Chappelle, after season 3 Dave Chappelle. Everybody is waiting to see and hear what Dave Chappelle has to say. I think Netflix has built a base of power for themselves. I think Dave Chappelle has built a base of power for himself, to where now they can come together and now they can say, all right, we're going to fight this problem together. And whether or not Dave Chappelle gets paid by Comedy Central or not, they have established a precedence now to say, all right, content creators. Okay, Chris Rock. HBO done fucked you over. Come on over here. Come on over.
Right. Yep. Come on over here to Netflix.
You know what I'm saying? Adam Sandler. Showtime done fucked you over.
Yo, Adam Sandler has put a couple of movies out on Netflix too. Netflix original movies. So all that stuff starting to make sense, man. It's starting to make sense.
Right. So they the forefronts, man. What of the good business of the streaming era? Because you realize Netflix don't got no fucking commercials popping off. They ain't got to support them people. They ain't got to appease nobody except their viewers. And now they got the money in the bag. They put some high quality shit out. So yeah,
that's that on that. OG, y'all got anything y'all want to say to wrap this up? I mean, we could talk more on this. And hey, debate from the great state, DTFGS fans, podcast fans. Man, it's keeping us to a fucking timeline. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all may have heard the shit go off on my phone.
About to go off again.
And it's keeping us on a timeline. So it's time for us to move on to the next topic. But OGs, Y'all got, and we could talk about this all day. We'll probably come back to this later. But y'all got anything y'all want to close this out with?
Hey, I'm working on y'all Netflix. I'm working on my producing. So if you need your boy, holler at your boy. As soon as I get these motherfuckers on time, call your boy. You
The
see us
bait
getting better though. You see
we
us
want
getting
to check.
better.
We want to check Netflix.
Hey,
The Bay from the Great State want to check.
matter of fact, open up a pod streaming services. Netflix.
Bro.
First ones.
We be on it. Netflix. What old girl say? What you gonna do there, Louis? We be here every week, Louis.
Hey, but you know, I don't think I gotta say here, like, you gotta read your contracts and you gotta ask questions when it comes to your contracts. Like, I can't say it enough. Even when I be doggone sitting in the finance office, you know, whether or not I'm getting another car or buying a house or a crib or something like that, and there's some shit that I don't understand or some verbiage that I ain't never seen before, I'm asking questions because I ain't trying to get caught up in nothing. I ain't trying to get held down, you know what I mean? No loopholes for getting out of some shit or whatever. Like, even when it comes to homeowners insurance, all that kind of stuff, like home warranty and stuff, like, I'm asking questions. So you have to read your contracts. Don't just skim over that shit. Take your time, look over it. Make sure, you know what I mean, if you got somebody else looking over it, make sure they know what they talking about. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand full completely in what what that fine print is talking about and what that fine print is saying, because that fine print is what those people, those businesses and those companies use as loopholes not to pay you, not to cover something and things of that nature. So that's all I got to say about that.
Squad. Ant had recently brought something up, and I don't have a video for this. I do have an article for it, but it is something that has hit DeSoto, Texas. Roy, are you familiar with the e-gaming community?
A little bit. A little bit. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on my Facebook stream, maybe on my Facebook timeline of people playing video games and all that kind of stuff. It's one chick out of South Dallas. I think she in South Dallas that be playing Madden and stuff all the time and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And just the other day, there was somebody that I know we went to school with him, but I can't remember his name or whatnot. He was playing Call of Duty online or whatever. So I'm familiar with it. I got a couple of friends that also big gamers and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm familiar with it, but not really familiar with it as in the how lucrative it is.
Man, how familiar are you with the e-gaming community?
Man, ever since the PS2, bro, online gaming has been really jumpy, you know. Granted, most motherfuckers don't realize, oh, I can whoop your ass and that from across the state, or I ain't got to come over your house to beat you in no live, no like that. But it has grown majorly into like it always has been big on the computer side of it, you know. It's and granted, you know, that most been, you know, mostly Caucasians, but not playing no the online StarCraft and all that stuff. However, though, do you have seen a like big stream of black people getting into the gaming?
Mm.
And when I finally got into this type of job I'm in right now, I realized there's a whole lot of more black people out in that gaming world than I thought it would be.
You know what? I didn't know ESPN had like a gaming league.
Mm.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I
it's
didn't know
big.
that until like I think about maybe a year or two ago.
Matter matter of fact, remember this how old we are. Well, how old I am. Y'all remember Blockbusters?
We some old niggas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember Blockbusters? You remember Blockbusters used to have them little gaming tournaments?
Yes, you go.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that.
You sit there, you had
I
like
tried to get in a live tournament one time.
yeah. So
I remember
basically, internet basically went off from there. You know what I'm saying? So on the e gaming. So it's that is a result of that original startman right there, though. But
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this, homies. I think our first episode we talked about DeSoto ISD and the education system and how disappointed we are as all three of us are products of DeSoto ISD education system. But it's a young man from Dallas that recently got into the e-gaming community, and he decided he didn't want to just create an e-gaming platform, but he wanted to create a STEM platform. Y'all are familiar with the acronym S.T.E.M, STEM, science, technical, engineering, and mathematics program. It was kind of akin to what Nipsey Hussle was doing in the Crenshaw community with Vector 90, you know,
Right.
with Workshare Space. But this young man is from Dallas. He comes down and he decides he wants to create a program for e-gaming, but he wants to expand e-gaming, and he wants to not just do e-gaming, but he wants to create a STEM program. And so without further ado, we don't have a video queued up for this, so I'll just go ahead and read the article. DeSoto-based Geeklet rebrands as full-service education hub for the competitive gaming community. Now known as Exposure, the community provides a learn and earn model for gamers at any level. The STEM, S.T.E.M, course also focus on business behind esports production and marketing, managing, and more. In 2015, Danny Martin co-founded Geeklets, a DeSoto-based esports development environment dedicated to helping gamers go pro. But when COVID-19 pandemic hit, the esports CEO saw a larger opportunity emerging in the market, the chances to transform his business into a comprehensive online educational hub. What emerged is called Exposure, an esports platform created by the competitive gaming community. The pivot means that the team will be more focused on supporting all aspects of esport education while still providing supporting for professional gamers. Exposure describes itself as an intersection of esports and community. As accredited STEM.org brand, the community aims to be a pathway for those at any level, amateur gamers, interested students, or entrepreneurs to follow, learn, and earn model in the ever-expanding industry. It is also available for the institutional and academic organizations interested in fundamental esports instruction. Now, I'm going to cut out the rest of this. I just want to read the point that I'm highlighted to give folks an understanding of what's going on in DeSoto. Geeklet moved into a 15,300 square foot headquarters in DeSoto to act as an incubator for esports talent. In its heyday, Geeklet provided opportunity for a number of players to enter the professional gaming league with some of the best franchises in the industry. As COVID continues to rage on, Martin saw that parents worldwide were seeking more diverse virtual education opportunities for their children. He designed an exposure to uniquely meet those needs, but for people of all ages. Most recently, Exposure teamed up with Cedar Hill Parks and Recreation and DeSoto ISD to open esports access to children in southern sectors of Dallas. The company then partnered with Twitch to vote to be technological solution for the virtual event. With shelter-in-place orders instituted throughout the county earlier this year, we knew it was time to focus our energy on esports education and double down on our efforts to support the competitive gaming community with online education used to develop their careers during this time, Martin said in a statement. We've always had a well-rounded approach to STEM education, esports, competitive gaming. With this shift in focus, we have been able to highly prioritize online education, growth and development, and it's opened so many new doors for us. All right, OGs. E-gaming has come to DeSoto, Texas. What do you think?
And I think it's like I was saying earlier, the e-gaming community has grown, and it's grown for more than just the nerds, the geeks. Have got a lot of people out there on gaming. What I like about this article, not only just it's from old boy from DeSoto, our hometown, from the good D, but it's glad to see that he is out there. He started off that for e-gaming, so started that process, and with the COVID still popping up, he took the forefront. You know, so everybody kind of put a little seen a little opportunity in this whole lockdown thing to create something new, and this young man did that. And on top of that, he is not just doing it just to make money, but he's also putting people on game. As you can see, he got mastery classes going on through it. So basically, he turned it from gaming to online learning to not just I'm learning teach you this, I'll let you learn just a little basic stuff, but he's putting you on game of where he got to where he's at. That's one of those I'm gonna give you the path I took, and if you want to take it, come on. He give people the opportunity to take the path he took, and hopefully make something out of it. And that's what I think real great about this topic right here. So shout out to Daniel, man. Good job. Keep it going. Don't stop. And tell you the truth, we could probably expand off of this even more because, like I said, I got my kids in the homeschooling stuff online, and I ain't gonna lie, it threw me for a loop at first. When they first started talking about it, I was very optimistic about it, but now I'm looking at my kids going out like, okay, that's good. But seeing what the guy was
Mm-hmm.
doing through his website, it even deepens inside. It goes beyond just high school or middle school education. Like say, it's mastery classes. And a lot of colleges do online classes throughout your systems anyway, right? So that's prepping young people up for that too. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go there right into coding or engineering or stuff whatnot with gaming or even a business aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So I salute that man and kudos to that. That's what I got
Man,
for.
you know what? I think that this is definitely an extraordinary idea, bro. Like the way that everything is going, doing everything virtually, um, even when it comes to schooling, all our kids is doing school through Zoom and stuff like that. If that's the platform that your school is doing or whatever, like they doing everything virtually, and then you throw in the whole gaming aspect of it. The gaming piece is one thing. We already know that that's the money maker right there. But I think the fact that he's including STEM stuff and educational stuff into it, like that's literally the cherry on top of what he got going on, because it's one thing to be able to have something like this for your community, right? But what and essentially what are you doing for the community? So the way he get back to the community is you got the STEM thing going on. You know what I mean? You got those other programs and things like that going on inside of the business, the esports thing or whatever. So like it just provides that gateway for those kids to those um high those high intellect kids that computer savvy, good at technology, creating stuff, building robotics is another big thing.
Yeah.
Another big thing out there is robotics, that goes along with STEM or whatever, but robotics is something that's good, that's big too. So you know having that whole thing going on with the STEM stuff, and then you're able to gateway that into the esports thing, because a lot of those kids that go through the STEM program, and those kids that got that are technological, I can't even
Get
say
together,
it.
Chip.
I can't even get that word out right now, bro. Technologically savvy. Hey, blame it on the hen dog. But can't those kids are the ones that are, getting those internships at those big EA sports companies and those other companies or whatever that's helped build those games. So I think that it's definitely laying a timeline and a blueprint and kind of a guideline for those kids to be able to do those type of things. And then it offers kids an outlet. You know what I mean? Offers kids an outlet, to be able to not be in the streets or whatever, but yet I know back when I was in my heyday, rocking around them D-town streets and stuff or whatever, shoot, it wasn't nothing to sit up in that thing and play Madden or play 2K or play live or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we did. So, in order to, be able to provide that type of recourse or whatever to keep people out of the particular element, and to devote their process to their energy and stuff into gaming, which we know is a lucrative thing. I think it's just it's an outstanding idea. I like his setup. I like the direction that he's going with it. I definitely think that he definitely on the right track, and I think that it's probably one of the pioneering models. It's the first one I've ever heard having a setup like this for gaming. So I don't know if this is something that he set up on his own or whatever, or if it's something that he followed after something. But definitely, I think it's probably one of the first, probably in the DFW Metroplex area or whatnot. So I definitely think that he's definitely on the right track, and I like the way the young man got his direction of the company, direction of the business, and all that. And none to say, ownership, entrepreneurship. You know, definitely next time I come home or whatever, I think I'm definitely going to stop by and check it out or whatnot, and try to see what I can do to support the business and all that kind of stuff, because that's definitely what it's all about. But definitely big ups to him, big kudos to him, man. Keep doing your thing, and I like to see you franchise this thing, man. Hey, so you give me a year or two, I think I might even want to. I might buy a franchise from you or something instead of one of them things somewhere, whatever. That's what I'm on.
And watch your paperwork as you do it, young brother.
That's what I'm on. That's
that
what
paperwork.
I'm on, man. Shoot, I'm trying to invest.
Hey, and for those that don't know, this is located off of Beltline and I want to say Cockrell Hill. You know where that new Walmart is located.
Back at the old Kmart stumping grounds, Roy?
No.
No, not that far down. Not that far down. We still on the DeSoto side.
They just built that new Walmart over there off Beltline.
You're right. Yeah.
They got the Waterburger and all that.
Yeah. Westmoreland and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where this is located at. I'll say this for me personally. We talked about all of the bullshit that's been going on with DeSoto since we came up and graduated, right?
This thing smoking right here, baby.
Hey, man. And we talked about Mo 3 last week. And the what he leaves behind for these young niggas to try to follow in the footsteps of, you know what I mean? The influence that he left behind for these youngsters.
Yeah.
I have not seen anything to be proud. And let's be clear, DeSoto is in Dallas County. The same as North Dallas, the same as Oak Cliff, the same as Southwest and East Dallas, and all of the other suburbs such as Duncanville, Lancaster, Cedar Hill, and so on. We all in Dallas County. I have not seen anything yet to be proud of for DeSoto in Dallas County, not just the city of Dallas and Oak Cliff and all surrounding areas, but nothing to stand out and be proud of like what this young man has brought to our hometown of DeSoto. This is akin to what Nip was doing in the Crenshaw Hyde Park district when he set up Vector 90, when he was doing workspace and STEM programs for the kids in the neighborhood.
I wonder, was this an inspiration of that?
It may have been, Roy. It may have been. And if it was, all the power to our brother Nip. His death was not in vain.
Nip the Crip.
Nip the Crip. More than Crip. Hey, listen. Kendrick said it on the song Motivation. Nip is more than a Crip.
Yeah.
That's what K-Dot said. He's more than a Crip. He's a man that recognizes other men and other young kids and boys of his community, whether they come from blood neighborhoods or Crip neighborhoods or rivaling Crip neighborhoods. And I didn't realize how important this story was when you sent it earlier this week until I went back and looked at it. I thought it was just some e-gaming shit.
Oh no, it went deeper than that. Read, I told you.
Hey, listen, all three of we talk shit about each other. We go in on each other. We've been doing it for the past fucking 17 years and going back way further than 17 years. But no, this was more than just fucking e-gaming. This was a young man who realized COVID had impacted education on a level deeper than just entertainment. Because gaming is nothing but entertainment for kids. He realized that this is a generation of youngsters that get off on social networks, social media, gaming, coding. He realized that we are in the age of STEM. This young man, to me, and Roy, this young
vision, bro,
is picking up what Nip was putting down before he passed in the Crenshaw area. And I'm so proud, not so much that it's in Texas. I'm so proud, not so much that it's in Dallas County. I don't have anything to be proud about DeSoto for what's been going on for the past fucking few years. Hey, listen, when they built the fucking outlet mall, where did they build that shit at? They built it in Cedar fucking Hill. They didn't build that shit in DeSoto. They built that shit in Cedar Hill.
Yep.
This man brought fucking a STEM program to DeSoto and brought e-gaming, e-sports, and e-commerce with it in a majority Black community. That's DeSoto. That's where all three of us come from. Hey, man, I'm with Roy on this. Whatever grows out of this, if Debate from the Great State picks up steam, nigga, and we get some money and nigga, we get ad revenue and we get sponsors and we get fucking syndicated. One of the first niggas I want to throw my money, I won't say my money because it'll be all three of our money. But one of the first places
your money is your money.
But hey.
I'm with you though. Yeah, I'm with it's us. It's us though.
Hey,
yeah.
You from DeSoto. You gotta be on board with me with this. If we make it, bro, I want to throw my money behind this young nigga in DeSoto. And like Roy said, if we can get this shit to branch out outside of Dallas, outside of the state of Texas, I want to be a part of that. because it's a bunch of young black kids, it's a bunch of young Hispanic minority kids that need an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? And this program,
Smart as hell, smart as hell, but it's channeled the wrong way. Smart as hell,
Right.
but it's channeled the wrong way, man.
And while you bullshitting, hell, we probably need to be asking him to shoot some money our way to help us out. However, I will take one jab at it though. There's a lot of shit been going on in the city that we ain't proud of having though, but you just can't say nothing else in DeSoto is to be proud of. We still got other entrepreneurs out there that's still doing their thing. You know, we got a boy out there, Chris out there making not this Chris, but we got another partner named Chris out there slanging some mean ass barbecue out there. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
oh yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. We got another partners out there doing some other good things. People out there making big plates and all. So
You can't forget about Damien too, with the
LaDamian,
Misfits clothing.
yep, got LaDamian, got that misfit
And
clothing and all that.
Damien been doing this thing for a minute.
Yep. So there's some stuff to be proud of. You know, it's not always in the news,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all on Facebook. So please, if y'all see young fellas out there doing that thing, support the business. Has go out there do what we can. And like I said, with this guy, like I said, he started off with gaming. Then he came out giving the community the game of how he got to where he going. And like
Literally.
us, so I'm with y'all, man. Hey, hope old boy be able to expand this and send this out. And hell, I hope these motherfuckers start taking GI benefits for a little bit because I am a little interested in that side of the game too. You know,
Hey,
Tyler,
but you know what though? I seen when Chris was on that page, man. He scrolled down to the bottom. I seen a seal on the bottom of that joint,
I did too.
and it's
Dog. Like,
missing
oh.
one. It's missing one. It's missing one of any relevance to me or whatever. You know what I mean? So definitely.
Department of the Navy. OG, that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, you need the Department of the Navy on that thing, man. You got the Marines on that joint, but we need the Navy on there or whatever. But you know what though? To wrap this subject up though, you know what I would like to see, especially with this COVID thing, not knowing when the end of that is going to be and all that. I would like to see some type of deal or something worked out with um the school system or um, the school system, or maybe a college or something like that or whatever, where not only is he what I mean able to I think you said in the thing he got a couple of classes or whatever, but something definitely long term that is kind of like a extracurricular type thing when it comes to education. I don't know if it's necessarily a tutoring thing or some type of advanced class or something like that, or some type of class that people can take to get college credit or whatever. But I would like to see, something like that be set up, between him and the school district or whatever on that level. Um, that level of competency or whatever, in order to push the young man forward on the education side of it, because we know the gaming piece is going to take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the education part of it, that's the part that's going to be the hardest to keep going, the hardest to keep in line, and the hardest to, pull people in by.
And
So
on that piece, man, I gotta add to that what I think is the most cool about what this program is influencing young kids for. Kids don't have to think that they gotta be rappers, right?
right, it
right,
don't.
Like kids don't have to think that they gotta be ball players no more, right? Like this dude has brought something to our community to let them know you can use your mind to think outside the box. Like kids have always been creative, but we've been pushed into, if you don't make it to college for like a specialty field, if you're not that smart, then nigga, you need to pick up a mic or you need to pick up a ball, whether it's on a court or whether it's on a field. But what this dude is saying here is, listen, you can learn how to turn a wrench and be creative at it. You can learn how to calculate equations and be creative at it. You can learn how to put together science fucking whatever and be creative at it, or you can game and be a coder. And like Ant said when we first started this, man, like Black kids are into this type of shit, and we have to support that. We as the older generation, we have to support that. And when programs and guys like this come around and bring a structure like this to us, we gotta send our kids to it.
Yep.
We gotta send our kids to it. And we gotta support it. So I think it's a good thing, man. And to me, I feel like this is a proud win for not just the county of Dallas, but this is especially a proud win for me. But I don't know how y'all niggas feel about it, but it's a proud win for me for DeSoto.
Amen. I'm with you on that all the way.
Y'all got anything else to put on it?
That's all I got, man. Shit, good up, keep going, and let's keep this time flipping. What's happening with you, Roy?
My timekeeper right there.
I'm here. I'm trying to find something real quick.
We got you, OG. We got you, OG. I'm gonna keep it moving. How like we keep it be moving. You know what I'm saying? Ant Banks.
What's poppin'?
Rusty Fiend. Hey, that's some niggas' nicknames. Them niggas ain't heard that. I know Roy ain't heard Rusty Fiend in a while.
I heard that shit a long time, man.
Man.
Hey, I was Rusty Fiend last week for damn show.
Rusty Fiend. Ant Banks, Rusty Fiend. Hey, listen. I know y'all gotta be as excited as I am, considering this is going down tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know y'all gotta see it on your screens right now.
Going down.
Ratchet shit, or you can consider this to be ratchet shit, whatever. Ignorant shit, we call it ratchet shit, ignorant shit, whatever. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
What that mean by no knockout?
Them niggas are not allowed to knock each other out, Roy.
Oh shit!
What the fuck? I ain't know that.
That's some bullshit right there.
You didn't know it?
I ain't know it was
so
no
what the
knockout.
What the hell's supposed to happen?
Some friendly shit.
It's an exhibition fight. Hey, and check this out. Did you also know this? If either one of the opponents get a cut, then the doctors can just stop the fight.
Now this is about ratchet as fuck. Yeah, I ain't heard that bullshit. So
I ain't see that shit, bro.
No. Wait, I know.
I ain't see that.
I know that's enough. I know that's enough to get you crazy. But I just heard this. I'm not quite sure if it's on this site, but I just heard this today. There are no judges, but I heard that there will be judges, not like professional judges. Not that they matter anyway, because they don't necessarily always get it right. But I hear there's supposed to be celebrity judges. I don't know who.
It's gonna be the same judges or that judge that damn Jeezy and Gucci battle.
Wait a minute. Jeezy won that fair and square, OG.
I ain't
Gucci
lying.
won that, bro.
I did not that, but it was close.
Nah,
Jeezy. Close.
Nah, Jeezy won that.
Jeezy won.
Jeezy won that, but it was a close one. It wasn't no blowout like everybody thought.
Oh no, that was a fucking blowout.
Bullshit.
Shit.
Landslide.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
landslide.
One thing I do say this: if Jeezy had, if I had Gucci's playlist, oh, it would have been a tie. He picked all the good songs.
And that's why he got his ass spanked, because he didn't show up with the songs he should. You know what? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, and we're gonna get on this Gucci shit real quick. Gucci showed up not to compete with Jeezy. Gucci showed up because that nigga had some shit on his chest he needed to get off. He wasn't there to compete. He
20
had
grand.
He had some shit to say to that man.
I got this 20 grand suits.
Hey, he wanted to stun on Jeezy.
10 grand suit.
He wanted to talk shit and he wanted to stun on that man.
He did. But you know what though? Wasn't Jeezy supposed to have went had the verses originally against T.I.?
Gucci was originally Jeezy and T.I. You're right.
I'm not even sure that T.I. would have been able to hang in there with Jeezy, bro. It was just I see the reaction.
Wait a minute.
I see the reaction.
Wait a minute.
I from
I was gonna hold out the slab bankers
from Jeezy catalog. From Jeezy catalog. Don't get me wrong. I know T.I. got a good catalog. I know he do. I know he do. But T.I. even with the recession, there was still some of that one-on-one Jeezy in there. There was still some of that one-on-one Jeezy in there.
Right.
But from I'm serious.
Hold on, right. Listen. When
I don't know, bro.
When Jeezy,
I don't know. I think T.I. would have definitely had his hands full.
I got you. When Jeezy showed up, he showed up. Majority of the shit that killed Gucci was off 101. Some of that shit came from the recession. Some of that shit came from 103. But a good majority, and correct me if I'm wrong, a good majority of that shit come off of 101. Now, Roy, you say that Jeezy would have been competitive with T.I.
I think so, bro.
Wait a minute. T.I. really didn't blow until trap music.
Mm-hmm.
And trap music could probably shut him.
However, I'm serious has always been arguably better than trap music. And that has had a lot of bangers on it, just as good as trap music. Now, if we moving from I'm serious to trap music, which are my personal favorites of T.I. Listen, and I tell niggas all the time, Tip don't gotta make any more hits for me ever again. Trap music and I'm serious, he can stop there and he can do whatever the fuck. I'm happy with T.I.'s catalog, but he continues to go on with the king.
I was about to say that.
T.I. versus T.I.P.
I got one song.
Not ready for that catalog. I'm sorry.
Hey, I got one song. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That song "Sorry" with him and 3K.
I know. I know. I fuss with the song. With the song.
But put like this. Look. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to the fight. However, I will bring it back to this.
Topic, bro.
I will tell you this. It wasn't a landslide. Gucci could have had shitload better songs he could have played.
He did pick some wrong. So he did pick the wrong songs.
But for the songs he did play, compared to what Jeezy, because Jeezy knows he big name, big hitters, know all that shit. A lot of Gucci man is that goo-wop drop shit, know what I'm saying? They old goo-wop from the underground. So if he went, matter of fact, if Gucci even went and played some of the East Atlanta Santas, it would have been a tie. But it was a close battle. Jeezy won, but I believe it was still close. And
No,
with
bro.
that being close, without Gucci playing the right songs, that boy ain't got no business talking no damn.
I'm gonna tell you this: you put trap music and I'm serious in front of me with 101. I'm taking 101 all day. That's what I'm putting in. That's what I'm putting in my deck.
What against trap music?
Be easy,
I'm
shout.
putting 101 in the deck all day, bro.
Be easy, shout.
Bro, are you fucking serious?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm serious.
And just hit it on the head. Be easy. You mean, hey, when Jeezy came out, with the realest nigga ever, you mean you gonna put that above? You mean you gonna put that above Be Easy?
Yes, bro.
Man, we ain't got time for this goofy shit,
Yes.
Chris. We ain't got time for this goofy shit, Chris. Let's keep on talking about Tyson here.
Hey, but you know though, I didn't realize they had all them damn loopholes in that shit. Like, how the fuck you supposed to have a fucking boxing match between two damn legends and they can't knock each other out? I want to see the damn monster come out of Tyson. I want to see him over in the corner thinking about eating the motherfucking kids and all other kind of shit. Like, that's the Tyson that I want to see. I don't want to see no slap boxing Tyson.
You ain't got to see the monster come out of Tyson. Tyson is an open monster. He walk out. He is the monster.
I don't want to see no slap boxing Tyson, and I don't want to see no slap boxing Roy Jones.
Now, what they could do, since they so concerned about their health, since they in their 50s,
that's some bullshit.
Throw some headgear on them. Let them knock each other out.
That's some bullshit. That's what it is. That's some bullshit.
You can't do that. You can't throw no headgear on them niggas, man.
If they that scared.
This is what I'll say.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Hey, listen, you are talking about two animals. All right, let me run down Roy Jones' career. Roy Jones holds multiple titles at multiple weight divisions. Almost every fucking weight division that there is, Roy Jones has a fucking title in. I'm talking about from middleweight all the way up to heavyweight.
I thought he only did light heavy.
I think, cause you know, boxing had like it's not like MMA. MMA just got like, you know what I'm saying, intermediates.
Big nigga, little nigga. Go ahead.
Roy Jones has almost all of them hoes. And Tyson has always been a heavyweight fighter. And and let me say this. Both of these dudes are Hall of Fame. Like, their names have gone into the Hall of Fame. And they have predicated their careers on being fucking gladiators. Like, they have knocked the best of the best out. You cannot put fucking rules in here and say no knockout rules. If it's a bad cut, stop the fight. No. Nigga, have y'all seen the videos of Mike Tyson sparring?
Yes.
He'll fuck around. Roy Jones might fuck around getting knocked out.
Put to sleep.
Off that shit.
Listen, Roy Jones Jr. not necessarily might get knocked the fuck out. Roy Jones might have seen that sparring video and said, oh, yo, this has activated the gladiator in me.
Yeah.
Because Roy
Jones
ain't no bitch in Roy. We know it ain't no bitch.
Roy Jones ain't no bitch himself.
Yeah, he ain't no bitch himself.
He ain't, but his last
Roy Jones fuck around the king. Roy Jones catch him good one time.
That's the trick.
But you gotta get that one in there. And hey, listen, let me say
you gotta get that one.
Let me say this. These niggas are around about the same height, the same size, bro. Like, this isn't Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis.
Tyson a little bit.
Lewis has the reach above Tyson, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't where Tyson got to get in. You know what I'm saying? Because he's shorter. He got the shorter reach. These dudes have about the same size. I mean, Roy Jones might be a little bit taller than Mike. He might have a little bit longer reach. But
Iron Mike is Iron Mike.
It's pretty much even. That's basically what you're saying. It's pretty much even.
It's even.
I did not know that they had these stipulations on the damn fight.
I did not.
And I'm glad I know now, because if we hadn't did this shit tonight, and I'd have watched shit tomorrow, I'd have been highly pissed off.
You gotta worry about the undercards. I'm assuming. But then again,
The undercards are gonna be. Hey, listen. I think the undercards are gonna be entertaining because they know what they fighting under. Hey, listen. If you fighting under Mike Tyson and Mike and Roy Jones, nigga, ain't you gonna make sure that you come out and put on the performance of your life? Even if you lose, because even if you lose, you gonna try to make sure you have the performance of your life because you fighting under the card of two fucking legends.
that's a fact.
Nigga, I'm hoping the whole card don't let me down. That's what I'm really hoping for.
For real. I need the whole card slap because if they got these stipulations, ain't no telling, bro. It's that threw me off because I was sitting here like talking to the old lady, like, man, I'm buy this bitch tomorrow. I got to see somebody get knocked the fuck out, and I realized they can't knock each other the fuck out.
And listen, and I'm gonna tell you
now,
something.
Actually, are they counting the knockouts? Are they counting them if one bust their ass?
There's no knockout. Knockouts are not allowed.
So what if somebody fall down there? What happened? Dude, the one who got him, putting their ass one.
Listen. You want to know what the rules are? Both of these niggas get a belt, regardless of who wins. If it's on the cards or a knockdown, both of these niggas get a belt.
What'd you say?
I see your face, cuz. I see your face. You looking at it like, what the fuck?
Say it again.
Both of these dudes get a belt, regardless of who wins on the cards or if somebody gets a knockdown. Both of these guys get a belt.
What kind of belt?
Nigga, it's just a belt. It's an exhibition fight. They made up a belt. They made up a belt.
Skip.
Skip.
Skip. Yeah. Skip.
Hey Roy, you gotta do it. Hey Roy, you gotta do it with the Uncle Shay list. You gotta do it with the Uncle Shay. Yeah.
That's some bullshit, man.
Hey man, for real though. But here's a question I really want to ask y'all about this whole shit, man. With all the rules that they put on Mike and all the rules they put on Roy, do y'all think that they gonna you really, these are like gladiators, bro. These are gladiators. Like they are the best of the best in boxing, bro. Do you think that they are really going to hold back? Like, you know how Tyson fights, bro. Tyson is a fucking warrior, bro. Tyson lives for the fucking knockout. If he can't kill you, then he might as well go out, knocked out his damn self. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He's gonna feel vulnerable. So that's why I think that knowing this information here, I think it's gonna be like a fucking Pro Bowl fucking game, an NFL Pro Bowl fucking game where everybody half-ass it. The referee called to fucking blow the whistle before the person even get fucking tackled.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
like that's what I see it being. It's not what I would expect it to be. I envision in my mind that I was gonna see two greats who still got it, going at it, no holds barred, foot on the gas.
Well, right.
Trying to fuck each other up, like
can I
showing that they still got it. Like that's what I was wanting to see.
I wanted to be better than the McGregor in a what's your name fight, in the Mayweather fight. I wanted it to be at least that.
I think it will, and I think it will. But let me add this in. Mike literally lost over 100 pounds, and he hasn't had a fight in damn near maybe over 10 years. Roy's last fight was literally 2 years ago.
Yep, 2018.
last fight was literally 2 years ago. Now, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like personally, I want to see the dog in both of these dudes come out. I want to see the dog in both of these dudes come. Fuck the rules. Fuck the. And listen, we all know if one of the other gets cut pretty bad, the doctors can stop the fight. The doctor, I mean, and that's just what it is. What it is. And I'm more okay with that than these dudes going, because it's only a 10-round fight, right? Is it 10? It might be 8. I'm thinking it might be 8 to 10. I'm not quite sure. You can fact check me on that. That's why we need more sponsorship for debate from the great state, so we can have a fact checker online that can fact check me.
Indeed.
I think it's 10 rounds.
Is it 10? It might be 10 rounds.
That's the last thing I heard was 10.
But let's say it is 10 rounds. For these dudes to hold back for 10 rounds, Roy, you listen, Roy Jones is saying that he wants to drag Mike out for a full 10 rounds to get him tired. And we all know how Mike's boxing game is. Mike don't go to full distance when niggas that he put that work on.
That's a fact.
You don't go to full distance and he put that work on. Are they
Loaded Lux?
My question, right, Loaded Lux. I'm gonna give you that work. Listen, are these? They are warriors. Both of these dudes are the best of the best, man. Like this is like a dream come true for boxing fans, for fucking combat sports fans. We're gonna find out tomorrow night. But do you guys think that they are going to play by the rules set by? I don't think it's the WBA rules. Do you think they're gonna play by the rules?
I think that probably 1 or 2 may slip out. 1 or 2, may pop. But with these conditions, and give y'all heads up, it is an 8-round fight.
Okay. All right, 8 to 10. So I was right. 8.
So with that, man, 8 round, I think. Hold on, let me see here. They call this shit a hard sparring. So I don't know how it's gonna all work out, man. I wonder what I gotta contact the Chicago outfit and find out who they got their money on, see how it's really gonna go down. But Vegas. I think they could step by the rules.
Vegas. Vegas.
But then again, Mike Tyson, the way he talks and the way he is, remember the movie Pulp Fiction? How Bruce Willis supposed to go down, take his ass down in a second, end up killing the man. Iron Mike could fuck around, have a flashback, and think he's that nigga Allen off of Hangover, just knock him the fuck out.
hey, but you remember when we went to Vegas, me, you, and this nigga up here, when all 3 of us went to Vegas, right? I know you remember it. It's when Ohio State and Oregon went to the national championship. And I put money on the sports book. And Roy, I don't know if you remember. I put money on the sports book. Do y'all remember what I put my money on?
I do not remember that. I vaguely remember that you told us about that.
Who won that national championship game?
Wasn't Ohio?
It was Ohio. It was Ohio State.
I don't think I remember. The only thing I remember from Vegas is that damn note Anthony left me in the damn bathroom. That's the only thing I remember from Vegas, bro. I don't remember shit.
Let's not talk about that.
I remember that shit and that bad motherfucker Brittany who was playing all damn night. That's the only thing I remember.
Hey, Brittany made niggas money though. Brittany made y'all some money. But listen, what I'm saying is I made money off the sports book on Ohio State. So this is all I'm saying. This is the whole reason I'm saying this. Mike and Roy, based on what I've seen from Mike, and I've been watching this hot boxing, iPod, hey, listen.
That damn lip to kick your ass, boy.
It is, nigga, but I'm excited. I'm excited about this shit for tomorrow, bro. I'm excited about this shit for tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am excited. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me. I'm excited. Mike, I got Mike on this. Who y'all got?
Man, I got Money Mike too, bro.
Hold on.
Run put out a goddamn picture on his watch.
He better not pull out the album.
This nigga gonna put out a goddamn picture on his watch.
Man, I forgot all about that fucking note in Vegas. That's how
Your ass can forget about it because you the one who told me about it.
I know, man. I told you because I know Roy gonna tell you if I didn't tell you first.
Hey, listen, I know I think I was still asleep. You called me and said, "Hey, man, you ain't never gonna believe what this nigga Roy done did."
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about, cuz? Hey, and then that was when I came over to the hotel. You said all the goddamn notes.
Bro. That was a trifling night, I should say myself.
Hey, we're gonna keep that. Hey, we're gonna keep that for like a later episode, OG.
Yeah, we will.
A later
Yes, we will.
Hey, but who you got Mike? You got Mike.
I got Killer Mike.
You got Mike by decision, or you got Mike by knockout?
Well, that way I don't know. If since they can't, I was going to knock Mike by TKO. But if it goes round for round and they can't knock each other out, Roy Jones do dance his ass off. And if he still got the footwork better than what I seen in the little workout videos he had, if his footwork is better than that, he could probably get him by that old technique ass bullshit.
By decision.
Yeah, by decision. So Roy Jones could dance. That's one thing about he could dance. He kind of like, well, he's an older version of Mayweather. The Mayweather get around dance, except he hit a little bit more often than Mayweather.
More of a defensive boxer though, bro. Like Mayweather is more so trying not to get hit than what he is trying to deliver punishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Roy, he kind of like that. So he throw in more hands. So we'll just see how it all play out.
I don't know. I think both of them break the rules. Bro.
Oh yeah, like I said, there's gonna be a cheap shot or a quick come to Jesus moment. At least twice.
Both of these niggas in their 50s. I know they're probably in the best shape of their life, but for a dude that's in his 50s, and this is like in shape, like a 50-year-old dude that's just in shape, that hasn't really had to put his, had to defend himself. Do you think they'll be able? Do you think that nobody's gonna come out of this fucked up? I think somebody's gonna come out of this a little fucked up, bro.
They're gonna come out sore. I mean, they're gonna be sore as fuck.
I think more than sore.
However, these motherfuckers are in some of the best shape of their lives. Hell, I wish I was in the shape they are in. Yeah. And I'm 20 years younger.
I agree with that, OG, but they old. Like, it's one thing to be in that shape and not really have to fucking prove it. You just there, you know what I'm saying? You're just doing physical exercise. You feel good, you look good. But then when you really have to defend how you feel and how you look, that's a different story. You know what I mean?
Hey, if they feeling good and moving good, they shouldn't have no problem defending themselves. So,
but they old, OG. That's what I'm saying. They old.
They both old. And tell you what, them old or not, 50-something years old. You think what's that boy out of DeSoto, Spinks? Think his ass gonna try to fight Tyson? No. You think he would take a fight?
Exactly. No, but I'll tell you this, OG.
Spencer, that's what's name.
They say Evander Holyfield has been getting himself in shape. He talking about making a comeback. I've been hearing Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis name been being thrown around.
I see Lennox before I see Holyfield.
Nigga, Holyfield was like the apex of physical conditioning.
I haven't seen him recently. The last time I seen him, he still had a little stock up there, but I still want to take a punch from his ass, but
No, I wouldn't take a punch from that. I agree. I wouldn't take a punch from there one of these motherfuckers, man. But shit.
man, that boy there, it'd be nice to see him come out though. Can't hurt.
Hey man, this might open the door. Hey, listen. Hey, this is what I say about this. If Mike and Roy can prove old motherfuckers can put on entertaining exhibition fights, this might open the door. This might open the door to some more shit, cuz.
I wouldn't doubt it.
This might open the door to some more shit. Roy, what you think, cuz?
I think my bad, man. Baby just woke up, but
We
I
hold it down for DFTGS.
yeah, but I think what's gonna happen is I think the first couple of rounds or the first few rounds they're gonna abide by the rules. At least this is what I'm hoping, that they abide by the rules, and then I think that once it gets past, a few, maybe like round 4, 5 or something like that, then I think they might start letting a little bit more loose. But that's just what I think is going to happen. But I think if they are able to really kind of let loose a little bit, I love Roy, but I just can't bet against Tyson, bro. I can't bet against Mike, bro.
Mike, bro. You can't go against Mike.
You can't bet against Mike. I didn't seen him. I didn't seen the videos of him sparring in the ring with his with the trainer or whatever, and just hitting the doggone things like.
It's not just that, right? Listen, all three of us, nigga, we was little kids, bro. We grew up on Mike Tyson, cuz.
Man, I remember plenty times where, my folks and them, or shoot, matter of fact, your folks and them hadn't got the fight or whatever, and shoot, by the time my daddy got over there to the crib, it was over. It was over. So
that's the old Buster Douglas face. Him and Buster.
Buster get that nigga out of there. Hey, but Mike wasn't ready though. Mike, hey, Cussett died. He had just got up under what's my nigga name, man?
Don King.
He had just got up under Don King. Hey man, Mike was in a whirlwind. But hey, listen, bro. I think Mike is in that mind state of cuss, bro. There's no Don King there no more, bro. It's just the warrior mentality. And listen, I don't want to discredit Roy at all. Because Roy always had that dog in him. But Roy, I don't think Roy ever fought anybody that was Mike Tyson, bro. Nigga, Mike Tyson is a monster, nigga. Mike Tyson was beating grown ass men asses when he was 19. I'm talking about 30-year-old grown men that was heavyweight fucking phenoms. Mike Tyson is cleaning them motherfuckers out at 19.
Yeah, that's a fact. And another thing too, you mentioned though earlier, I'm gonna say this quick before we wrap it up. They're good boxers. Hell, the best, like say Hall of Famers. And the reason I gotta go with Mike, bro, you gotta look at the time frame of fighting they was in too. Like you said earlier, Mike been heavyweight. All his life he been heavyweight. going out strong, beating the brakes off of people. Roy, he is more, like I said, the technician a little bit. He goes different pound to pound, but he ain't really fucking around that heavyweight though.
No.
I think he just did light heavy.
Wait a minute. I gotta correct you, and I'm gonna let you keep going.
But and then again, the caliber.
Roy has a title at heavyweight. He owns the title at heavyweight.
Light heavy or heavyweight?
No, I think Roy owns the title at heavyweight. Keep going. I'm gonna check it out real quick.
And then again, though, that's a whole different caliber of heavyweight back then to compare it now too. So Tyson put in some heavy work on some heavy ass hitters, as compared to the heavyweights that Roy Jones had. Even though they're about like what, a 10-year, if that 10, when Roy started, 96 ish.
I don't know. Don't give me the line.
He got big in 96, 90, something like that.
Yeah, no, Roy started getting big around about the late 90s, cuz.
Yeah, like I say, 90, he started like 96, got big around 98, 99, something like that. I remember Macho Camacho was still getting it in back in the day when Roy was coming up, but that's why I picked Mike.
I think Roy got Roy took, not light, but he took the heavyweight champion from John Ruiz.
Damn.
In 2003. Roy, hey, listen, Roy's pedigree is there, cuz.
But you know what though? That's why I think they definitely put two people together that a lot of people would have liked to see, even back in their prime, in their heydays. But ain't no sleeping on Roy though. I mean, I know we heavy on the Tyson dialogue and all that kind of stuff right now, whatever. As you know, as what we should be or whatever. But Roy ain't gonna be no easy slouch. You know what I'm saying? Especially
not at all.
With the quickness and the power that he do have, like, and you know, and that's the thing. Roy, I want to say Roy Jones was finessing people before Mayweather started finessing people.
He was.
Roy, he was a finesser. He'll knock your ass out, but he gonna finesse you a little bit first. Then he gonna knock your ass out.
We just got finished saying that. I just got finished saying that.
There's two different types of finesses though. Because you gotta think that there's two versions of Mayweather that we don't understand. Listen, when Mayweather was fighting under Golden Boy, this was Money Mayweather. I mean, not Money Mayweather. This was Pretty Boy Floyd era. This is where Floyd was trying to knock niggas out. Where
I ain't never seen Floyd try to knock a nigga out, bro.
Floyd, this is like early Floyd's career.
I ain't never seen that shit. That shit must have been on fucking the Olympics at fucking 4:00 in the morning or some shit.
No, bro. You gotta look at Floyd's fights. This was like Floyd when Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd. Before he got up under, and I want to say he was under Golden Boy. Go back and fact check me. Please, if y'all out there, fact check me. Floyd was under Golden Boy. Pretty Boy Floyd. He was trying to finesse niggas and knock niggas out. And if you notice, Floyd was killing niggas. He was finessing niggas. This is right around the time the Roy Jones era was coming about. But we all know Floyd had them brittle ass hands. Floyd would break his goddamn hands every time he would box. And he wasn't getting paid under Golden Boy like that. And that's when you seen Floyd say, you know what? I'm going to get from under Golden Boy. I'm going to go do my own goddamn thing. And Pretty Floyd went from being Pretty Floyd to Money Mayweather. And that's when you stop seeing this nigga knocking niggas out. He was a defensive fighter. Niggas couldn't get a shot on Floyd. Or if you got a shot on Floyd, you would get shots on Floyd between round 1 through 5. But 5 through goddamn 7 and 8, he would wear your ass out defensively. And then that nigga would come through and just knock your ass out, or that nigga would kill you on the cards. That's fucking Money Mayweather.
Kill you on the cards.
Kill you on the cards. But
that's what it is. Kill you on the cards.
But when you talk about, but Roy, I know what you talking about. When you talking about finessing the nigga, Roy Jones finessing the nigga, Roy Jones was totally different from fucking Floyd. You talking about the
Yeah.
That's the Roy Jones. That's the Roy Jones you talking about. The nigga that understood. He saw when the motherfucking jabs was coming. He saw where the motherfucker was coming from, and that nigga could slip them hoes.
Yeah.
And that nigga counter you with a goddamn. The nigga counter you with a goddamn left. That's the Roy Jones you talking about. We talking about two different levels of finesse there.
Yeah.
We talking about a nigga that went from being an offensive fighter in fucking Floyd Mayweather. That in all honesty, and we talk all this shit about Floyd and why this nigga is illiterate and can't read. I would tell any nigga, and I joke with y'all niggas. I joke about that nigga. I talk shit about that nigga too. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If we talking about sports and finances, Floyd is the smartest goddamn fuck that. Let me restate this. Floyd is the smartest black boxer that ever fucking lived, to include Mike Tyson. Because he didn't let the fucking game pimp him. He pimped the fucking game. And that's why that nigga is the richest goddamn boxer ever. Talk shit about this nigga being illiterate all you want to. But fucking and what's the nigga name?
Which one?
The nigga that pimped Mike?
Don King.
Don King ain't pimp Floyd.
Don King got exposed as he fucking with Tyson. So everybody, you gotta be retarded to keep fucking with Don King.
You're right, but think about all the boxers.
Oh, just hungry.
But wait a minute. Think about all the black boxers that didn't fuck with Don King, that didn't have business sense neither. Floyd is the first nigga that nigga gave you. What's that retarded ass boy he gave you? Right, you know him.
Talking about Bronner.
Adrian Bronner. Floyd gave you that retarded ass nigga, Adrian Bronner.
Hey, if y'all people out there that watching and love, keep liking and subscribing. We do not feel any ill bad way about people with mental disabilities.
I'm sorry.
Let me start saying.
Yo.
We want to check it out, but I'm sorry, I gotta blame it on y'all.
Hey, we about a good 5-6 cups in by now, so y'all please excuse us on the R word.
Hey, wait a minute.
Fucking retard. Why you keep calling people?
Real quick. Hey, how do y'all feel about it? And this might be like maybe offline. I gotta say it just for sake. And I know we on time. How do y'all feel about maybe us doing a live commentary on the fight tomorrow?
What time the fight start?
It's offline thing. We'll talk about it offline. I just had to put it out there.
What time it start tomorrow?
It starts at 9, so.
Yeah, but we all watching the
main event probably like midnight-ish. Yeah, probably 11. Everything is 6 and 8 rounds. We ain't got no long ass battle, so 6 and 8 rounds. Probably pop out.
We might be able to do it. Yeah, we might be able to do it.
Do a special. We ain't gotta go live, but we just record while we watching the fight.
We can see what's shaking. They gonna see some kids in the background cussing and fussing, but and a dog. But yeah, I'm good. We'll see about it. We'll talk about it later.
That old baby dog you got.
That little fucking whining ass cowboy.
That little baby dog needs some doggone breast milk.
Right, it's a puppy.
Right?
I know it's a puppy. That's why I said it need breast milk.
He's still on the cheat. But anyway, gents, y'all ready to slide on to our favorite for y'all?
Slide up banger.
And just in case we can't get this shit on there, man, thank y'all for watching and viewing and keep on viewing. hit that little bell, that like and subscribe and all that good jazz, and keep up with us, man. We got Roy back for the long haul again, so we see how everything work out, and we're gonna keep y'all entertained as best we can in
Oh
reasonable
yeah.
time spans to keep y'all attention if niggas don't shut the fuck up. But other than
I
that,
think he mean me.
no, it's collective out of all three of us. But hey, we trills again though, so shit ain't gonna be perfect, right? One thing is perfect though, we fire. So now, this is the points. Bring us into the slab, bring us in, old Scott.
Who going first?
Who went first last? Oh, RJ went first last week for Roy. So that's just kind of in it. Was it host go first, don't it? Or host go last?
I
Host
think
go
we say
last.
the host go first. Do we say the host go last or host go first?
I can't remember. RJ fucked it up with us last week because I went last, right? Last week, right?
I can't even
Fuck it.
understand.
You know what? I let y'all I let y'all bask on me. I go first this week if you want, if you
You
care.
going first, OG?
Why not? I'll give old Roy a little time though. He had other shit in his
You
mind.
got time to figure out his.
So I'm gonna let Roy get his thoughts together. Last week I fucked up and killed him last week though. I
Go
hurt the
ahead.
feelings last week. But this week I'm bringing in Texas and I'm bringing in the same dude I had last week. Old Mr. Crizzle and Slim Thug. And I was waiting on this black, but Roy y'all start talking that goofy shit earlier. So I had to get another, which I need to quit. So I'm gonna play this song called Kings and Bosses, because this what when I look at this screen, that's what I see right here. Kings and bosses out here making shit shake. And I know there's some kings and bosses out here that's out here watching and viewing. There are also some queens out there too. We thank y'all for all y'all support. So for all the kings, bosses, and queens out there, since I gotta do it for Roy, since he ain't got the hen, since he got the hen dog, I gotta do the other half of Shay Shay for him. So when you get that beautiful beam footage there, Chris, let a brother know.
I got you, OG. I got you. Give me 1 second.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something.
That brought you back there.
Let me tell you something. People outside of Texas don't understand what that whole Swisher House, SUC,
Hey,
that whole run back in them 99s and them 2000s. They just don't understand what that shit meant to us, bro. Like, let me tell you, I banged so much screw, bro, that hearing shit on the radio was too fast for me.
nah.
I needed it to be slowed down. People just don't understand the they don't understand the culture. They don't understand what that screwed up music, you know what I'm saying, the recipe DJ Screw. Like, people just don't understand what that meant to us during that time period. And the fact that it's still, from my understanding, the box down in Houston, and you probably you probably know better than all of us or whatever. From last I heard, they still had like a screw session on the box in Houston.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
it's still relevant. You know what I mean? Like, people just don't understand them freestyles over them beats, bro. And the whole Swiss House camp, the SUC camp. Can't forget about the what was it, the Bossolini boys, what was
Yeah.
they called?
Beltway 8.
Yeah, Bellway 8 and all them boys. Like,
Mafio.
you
He wrecked
like,
the shop.
Okay.
your rec
Wreck
shop,
shop.
that whole you know what I mean, I know S.T.E.M locked up, but even you know what I'm saying, them that whole movement right there with the whole Southport Mexican thing and all that kind of stuff, like you just can't. It can't be duplicated. It can't be replicated. You know what I mean? Like it stands alone on its own, and people just don't understand what that meant to us during that time frame.
At all,
Like
y'all.
it was to a point where, and we talked about this, you know what I'm saying, in the previous episode of where like people from school was making their own freestyle CDs, and they was screwing and chopping them.
We started the culture. T-Pain even had to come off of. We had people from Florida down there come try to get it.
You know what I mean? So that definitely took me back, man. Like that whole North Side 11. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
man.
I know we didn't. I know
Man,
we.
why you let Jay-Z
Hold
was
on, hold on.
Jay-Z?
I know. We didn't. You know, made a couple of challenges between our own. You know what I mean, with the whole East Coast thing and all the other kind of stuff and all that. But I think with us being debate from the great state and representing Texas, I see y'all shaking y'all head, yeah,
I
because
agree.
y'all know what I'm finna say. I feel like we should
I agree.
I feel like we should have a screwed up
Battle.
slab
Oh,
banger contest, bro. Like it has to happen. It has to happen. The song has to be screwed up. The song has to be something out of the Swisher House Rec Shop. The whole
hey.
screwed up. The
So
whole
United for
screwed up.
Cash, a screwed up click, whatever you decide to call it, SUC.
It gotta be from there. And we got it gotta be one of them songs out of there. And I don't give a damn if it's June 27th and the shit's
We,
fucking an
we
hour
ain't got no
long.
time for June 27th.
And I don't give a shit. The shit's an hour long. You hear me, huh? Like I don't care.
Like we could do
I
June
feel like
27th. You
we
gotta
have
pick your
to
click.
do it. I feel like it's something that we have to do, and it's a must that we do, given that we debate from the great state.
I agree.
It's something we gotta do. We gotta do it for the culture. We gotta do it because that's what we grew up on.
And
That's
with
what we
that to
rode
be
to school on. We rode to school on that stuff.
had to fight for CDs behind that shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But I tell you this, if we do it, I say we cut down because it's screwed now. So we're gonna take a little bit to get all the way through. So thus therefore, I suggest 2 songs per person. We do 2 rounds. How y'all think we do it with 1?
We can do that. It's enough content for all that, bro.
I'm thinking we do. And this is the only reason I say this, because we North Texas ass niggas. We don't 100% understand the culture of Houston, but we understand it enough to where we know it's North Side and South Side.
I know a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm saying not just you, and when you all of us, we know it. I think Roy, you know it, right? You know there was a North Side, South Side, SUC, Swisher House. There was difference, right?
Yeah.
I think if we do it that way. We do one Swisher House, but per all 3 of us. North Side. I don't care who it is. It can be Lil Ron. It can be fucking Mike Jones. It can be goddamn Chameleon there, Slim Thug. And then we do one South Side. It can be ESG. It can be Flip.
Well,
It
you
can
put
be
it like
D.
put it like this.
It don't matter.
I
Zero.
Zero.
Roy know one of my songs already. He know the song I got, so your ass better not play it. You better not play it.
You
Cause
better
when
not let me go first.
hey,
Hey, can I say this? Can I say this? I remember in Houston, this is a homage North Texas to South Texas, cause we all three of us are North Texas niggas.
mm-hmm.
There is a very strong difference, nigga. We will support Dallas all the way through and through. We will support Tom. We will support DSR. We will even support them fucking Fort Worth niggas when it comes to North Texas. But when it comes to Texas and recognition, we have the utmost respect for South Texas. And y'all niggas don't necessarily have to agree. I don't want to claim to speak for y'all niggas. Y'all niggas can jump on after I finish if y'all agree with this. But we have the most utmost respect for South Texas niggas, no matter whether it come from the north side with Slim, J-Dog, Swisher and J-Dog one of my favorites. I don't know if y'all niggas know that, but J-Dog one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
The
you
north
can't
side,
leave out can't forget about Paul Wall either.
Paul,
A
Paul,
while again, I fly like a pelican.
fucking 50-50 twin, fucking Lou Hawk, all the way down to them south side niggas. And you probably, out of all three of us, you probably, when it get to the Houston shit, you probably more south side than all three of us. But I'm gonna say this right here and right now. My favorite screwed up click south side rapper, my favorite personal screwed up click Southside rap, and I had to listen to this shit today. Big Hawk.
Oh yeah.
Big Hawk is my favorite of all time. And I love Mo. I love Mo. I fuck with Flip. Zero. I love Zero to death. And you can even claim Killer, because Killer legitimately is a Southside nigga.
Speaking of, hold on.
But Hawk is the best of all.
I like his big brother though. Better. Big bro was better than me.
Big bro. But wait a minute. And I don't know if you know this, but actually, Big Bro, the nigga that you would think is Big Bro, is actually Little Bro. Hawk is the oldest.
Peter is me. Fat Pat is my dude.
Pat, Big Pat.
I'm so throwed in the game. Come down, say, Chopscuff group, man. Anyway, hold it, man. Anyway, let's clear you up though. I'm a little bit more north side than what you're thinking when it comes to fucking with the H. Roy seen that time we rolled down at that time.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember we pulled up when we
So,
pulled up in Harlem Nights.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm more of an HK type dude. We just happened to hit the south side or down off of Broadway to go fuck with my big bro Toby at the time.
Hey, niggas gotta get their history.
But
Hey, niggas gotta get their history of all three of us to understand what the fuck we talking about. For y'all niggas. Because I wasn't around for them days.
Yeah, I think you literally flipped ship. But
Hey,
we were still down that shit. There wasn't Roy.
still,
Nah, that was Rashid went with me. We went either way. It was a
that's back
whole
in
lot
the
of
that's
Houston
back in the Miracle Whip days, man.
Yeah.
The Miracle Whip days and that Big Lack days rolling down there.
The lack season? The lack season?
What I really want to do, I really want to bring it back to Dallas. And
I do too.
I'm gonna be honest with you, 100%. I had to really think about this. My favorite rapper in North Texas, Pookie and Lucci did their thing. DSR did their thing. But my favorite rapper, and this is just the North Texas in me, the Dallas County in me. My favorite rapper is Tom from North Texas.
Tom?
Tom is my favorite. I
did.
I really want us to get to an episode where we do that.
Like I say,
When
next
we
week.
celebrate Tom, when we celebrate DSR, and we celebrate North Texas.
Well, with that being said, I fuck with Tom. You know what I'm saying? That's met the dude, kind of grew up with the dude Teaspoon, but a little bit. But the boy's fire. But when you talking about favorite North Texas rappers, me personally, hands down, all day, Kenny motherfucking Piper, aka Gator Man.
Yeah.
That
Whole
is,
time, whole time.
I don't want the block until the feet hurt the slab on that ass. For better off a good, I mixed the good with the bad. Then he fucked around, took a vow, said he never ever coming last. And that day he told the whole wide world to kiss his ass.
But Tom said, "Hold on."
Outside of Seuss, huh? Outside of the second best rapper. Now the boy ain't blew up like he has supposed to due to, I guess, advertisement, whatnot, and you know what I'm saying, getting in the right deals. Sue fucking real.
Can't forget about the surreal.
AKA Sue Cigarillo. AKA my boy Money Marlin. Oh,
hey, you know what? But I'm gonna say this. Ant is a champion, and you know what, OG? This is what I'm gonna say about you. I know we going long on the episode. Me and Roy, we know this nigga personally. We know what this nigga pedigree is like. The nigga down here. We know what this nigga pedigree is like with music. But this nigga has the pedigree for local music far beyond both of our comprehension.
That's true. He the one to put me on what's his name? Damn, what was his name? Chief.
Chief Keef? Not Chief
no,
Keef.
Big Chief.
Big Chief.
Big Chief out of
Chief.
West Dallas. Big Chief was West Dallas, wasn't he? He was West Dallas, right?
He put me on Big Chief.
No matter what it do, no matter what you say.
That's what I'm saying. When we talk music and we talk
with the sideways waves.
Hey, but hold
Big
on.
ass dude with that little voice.
But hold on, right? Hey, y'all niggas remember the Rally Boys?
Hell yeah, I remember the Rally Boys.
And you can't forget about Duro.
Duro music.
Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot.
Buddy.
And then the nominee, the one I played him as one of my slab bangers. Oh, can't forget about Ricochet.
Yeah. Ricochet.
AKA that boy Richard.
Hey. And if the boy kept up with it, I think Morrell would have been up there too, though.
Yeah, Morrell would have been up there too.
Podcast too, right?
Huh? Yeah, Morrell do podcast.
Morrell do podcast too.
And then the
DJ name, but
you can't forget about what's his name?
Lil 8.
Is it David Carter?
Custom.
You know, Lil J.
P Sizzle, I forget, I think it's his name.
Hey, y'all remember this right here?
Yeah. I told you I found my Lil J CD.
Hey.
I found my Lil J CD too.
Hey.
Okay. The way I don't bang things. We do it in the dirty. What's the Mr. Fleur? Straight to the club, buy a bottle of bub.
It's all too good.
Ain't going up. Go to game. Phone up.
Side his street, upside J Town, Vegas DC. The hustles in this place, upstairs in this place, put the hood in this place. I ain't scared of no nigga, I ain't scared of no bitch. I don't borrow no swap, man, straight double click. That $1 billion man, I get it popping in this bitch.
Hey, that's them Nairobi days, bro.
Bro, that's the stepper days.
I remember them Nairobi days when
No,
motherfuckers couldn't
nigga,
stay in
y'all
that
was
joint.
still in. Hey, listen, y'all was still in Dallas. I was gone, but nigga, I was right there with y'all niggas. Nigga, we had our own culture that even when we left, the niggas that left, that was still there with us. When I say Tom is my favorite out of Dallas, Tom is literally my favorite out. Even the new shit that nigga do now, that's my favorite out of Dallas, cuz.
If I put my money behind them, I would say, well, OG wise, I would say Tom. Because I ain't gonna lie, Fat ride too now.
Yeah,
You can't,
And you can't,
you can't
take
keep
out Tuck
either.
Yeah, I say you can't take Tuck out either.
You really can't. I mean, it's hard to mention Tom without mentioning Fat and Tuck.
Yeah, so you got them three. Ronnie did his thing. Ronnie's still doing his thing apparently out there.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
Then you got
Addiction.
I ain't really heard too much from him lately though. But the new niggas like Mo was popping. To me, I think Mo was out of him. Trap Boy got his thing. And what's the other little dude? Other partner we had back in the Gap. My partner Squeak. Remember Young Squeak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on that. Granted, I wish the dude the best, man. I remember last encounter I had, man. We had our little producer dude. A dude that was producing. We was all at the crib, man. Feds came in, took our producers while we were in the middle of the freestyling, bro. I'll never forget that shit. Me and Larry Jr. sitting there nervous, fuck, like, damn, we about to go away. But Squeak was that shit, cause he was on that the one song that Diamond D did that was pretty goddamn good.
And that's another one. That's another name we ain't mentioning. Diamond D.
Now, Diamond D, me personally, musically wise, he only had like 3 hits, I say, on that I Will Deliver. And one of them was big because of Squeak and Little Flip. That his own, all we did was add bag and put 20 inches on the dry tie jag. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Squeak had that little end, like, it's on. Me and my niggas, we got more rocks than the Flintstones, better get going, or some other shit like that. But I wish Squeak kept on with it. And damn, I gotta take another shot now. I thought about it. Another great rapper that should have made it out of Dallas, but unfortunate to events. That man got killed in the goddamn niggas try to they carjacked him while we was on the way to goddamn Nairobi's. Remember SEMO.
Yeah.
Oak Cliff the realest, drug dealer killers. Wow, what he healers. So with that being said, man, not if that never happened, I honestly believe SEMO would have got up to the level of shit. He would have been mainstream, I would say that. He would have been up out of there, but the D is so damn cold, boy. The D is
Be
so
cold
cold,
than a motherfucker, bro.
man.
You can't come on this mother. You can't come up that motherfucker half stepping.
Hell nah, you gotta get what you get and get the fuck out. So with that, man, I give a shout to my boy S.T.E.M, man.
I got you, bro.
Hey, when that nigga dropped that old clip, the realest boy, that nigga was live with it. But look like Scott ain't here, man. We about to let these people off in the internet worlds, man.
I went
Do
nowhere.
what they gotta do.
I ain't
Oh,
nowhere.
okay.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, we just sit here talking about Dallas rappers for a little bit there, Scott, before we close it down. But
You got the
we
best.
about to wrap it up though. See, you got anything to say out there to the people out there, Scott?
Debate from the Great State. We about what 12 episodes in.
Ain't it 13?
Nah, nigga, we 12.
Damn.
Last one was RJ. It was 11. RJ.
Okay.
Right. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Leave the comments. We're trying to do more shit. Bring more people in. Do interviews and shit like that. Let's fuck with us. Fuck with us. Hit us up. Let us know. And what's y'all niggas promoting? What you promoting, Ed? Promoting anything?
Man, I'm promoting love. I'm promoting happiness. I'm also promoting stay sipping. So I know we've been slacking on videos because, like I said last week, boy been stockpiling a lot, and COVID got the best of everything, so we kind of slow pushing them out. But he should be getting them back rolling. So stay sipping. Also, my boy, as we said earlier today, to all the entrepreneurs back in Dallas, man, take your ass off of Hampton and 20. Stop at that Lowe's. Holler at my old the culinary queen, king, old Q dog. I ain't no Q, so I can't do it all with y'all. But holler at my boy, the culinary king out there, brother Simmons. You know what I'm saying? That boy got some badass potatoes stacked with some brisket and got ribs and everything, man. So holler at that man.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and as Chris said too, man, hey, thank y'all, thank y'all for viewing us. Thank y'all for watching us. Evaluate us. Let us know what we fucking up at. I know we fucking up on time, but other than that, let us know what else we could do. And also, any females out there, the ladies, I see y'all. Thank y'all for liking and commenting on us. Hey, we are more than welcome to have a female input on some of our topics as well too. You know, so hey, reach out to us. Hit up Chris, myself, or Roy. Hit us up any good time, and we'll try to make some shit shake. That's all I got. What you got, Roy?
Most definitely, most definitely. Hey, all I got to say is get money, stay true. Uh, definitely, if you in that North Dallas, that North Texas area, you know, we talked about the boy, brother Simmons, the culinary king with the barbecue and stuff. Make sure y'all check out the boy Misfits, LaDamian out there doing the thing on the clothes and stuff. I sent you the thing, Chris, on that one already or whatever. Make sure y'all check him out. Been doing this thing for a good little minute or whatever. You know, real good classmate of ours that's been doing this thing for a good little while. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying, stay true. Uh, do what you do with love. Do it for the right reasons. Do it for the right meaning, the right purpose behind it, and everything gonna work out for you. Just like Lil Wayne said, it'll all work out. Um, but other than that, man, that's all I got.
Word, man.
All I got is this right here. Just like the OG said, man, this is debate from the great state. We represent where we come from. We represent our hometown. We represent our state. And I couldn't do this without, showing this right here. I know it don't look like much right here. This is Google Maps, but I had to share this. OGs, we have a young lady that has went through the same employment grind as we have. She recently got out, and she decided to start her entrepreneurial spread her entrepreneurial wings in our hometown. I know y'all recognize this area right here. Y'all recognize this right here?
That's where Bobo Daddy Barbershop was at. Oh, hilarious.
But y'all remember? Hey, y'all see this area right here where I'm circling around?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old dry cleaners.
It's no longer as dry cleaners. This is now a ladies area. She's a Navy veteran. It is now called Lynn's Beauty Depot.
That's what's up. Ain't too many black people in that beauty thing, bro.
Right. And she does beauty supplies. She'll support all your beauty supply needs if you have any hair or bundles, ladies or dudes. If y'all got beards, y'all need the pomade and the oil and all that shit that you need for your beard.
Within
I'm
rings.
a bald ass nigga, man. I'm going bald, so I can't grow my hair. But if you like my OG home,
hey, you get your Chico bean on.
But if you like my OG right down here, and you growing your shit out, and you need that comb, and you need that moisturizer for your hair, she got that for you. That's down there in DeSoto, Texas. That's over there off of Hampton and Wintergreen, in DeSoto, Texas. So please check her out. She is a former veteran, so you know what I'm saying, and she will show love to former vets. I know her personally. And that's really all I got, OGs. That's all I got, homies.
I got one more thing.
What you got, OG?
If there's ever a time where we all back in the D together, we gotta stop by the doggone esports place with the homie.
Yes.
And do this podcast.
Hey, on the real, and this is my fault. Ant.
No, it ain't.
I wish I'd done a little bit more homework on it when you push the shit out this week. Cause I'd have reached out to the nigga. We need to reach out to this young nigga, man. And see if we can get like a one-on-one with this dude and do like an interview type deal with him.
I agree, man. That is good. That will be player. And that's the shortest way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we most definitely do that because, like I said, that man out there putting out game, bro. Like I said, he giving you games and he putting out game same time, man.
Yeah, but that's the wrap here from the debate from the great state. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification thing with that new content. We've been piling it up. On y'all, man. So make sure y'all just share as much as you can. Like and subscribe as much as you can.
Yeah. So next week, y'all expect the recap of the fight.
Wait a minute.
Slap bangers.
Wait. Are we agreeing right now that we're gonna do one for tomorrow? We'll do a live. I mean, not a live, but
offline we will.
While the fight's going.
Offline we will, but we can do. We can see how that gonna work out. I'm down.
We'll talk about it offline. We'll talk about
it. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Like I said the first time. But holla at y'all peoples.
All right.
Like, subscribe, read, and understand phonics. Roy.
Gotcha.
Tell a dollar, go ass.
Yes,
Hey.